is it. All right, okay, so hopefully you see the room well. Let me move this so I can see you as well. And let's come into our presence. So today the aim is to go into strengthening, really. But as I just said off record, I actually have a terrible, terrible headache. And instead of jumping in what was planned, I'm going to be giving myself some self-care. And that's in a way for me to show you that in your own practice, in your own ritual, there is no prescriptive order. So if there is something that is more demanding, to go for it. So I'll start and I'll take actually that long scarf, okay? So taking the long scarf, and I'm going to, it could be a tea towel. This is actually quite long. It's the first thing I could find this morning. Okay, and I'm going to double it up. So I have about that width, okay? And the way I'm going to work it out, I'm going to come and rest it on my neck first. And then once it's on my neck, I pick up my elbow and I lift them up. And as I lift my scarf up, I don't lift my head up. So my head stays with my neck in neutral, but I pull. And the tendency is really for the head to go with you. Don't allow it. Make sure the chin is parallel to the floor and gently pull and pull. And the idea here, you might feel it, you let me know later on. It's about really, really seeing the compression between all our cervicals. So we have 7 of them, and they tend to be jammed quite a lot, especially during sleep, where our head goes any which way. So I just lift up and I really pull on it. So I'm really creating another force, 2 opposite force. So my back goes towards the floor and my hands and elbows goes toward the ceiling. And I press the back of my neck towards the back. And I breathe in that space. And I'm really seeing the neck. And that's an intention for me today. And I drag you into it. Nice. And then release this. Keep the scarf around. We're going to do another one. You're going to take your straps or your scarf on the right hand much longer than on the left hand. Okay. Look closely. I wrap it underneath my chin and I peel it, bring it up on the opposite side of my face. I hold it here, so don't strangle yourself, okay? And then I hold here firm, but I pull on the other side. So the lengthening I felt a few minutes ago in the back of my neck, I'm feeling it here in a side bending. And I breathe in the space that I'm creating for my neck. I release my jaws for sure because I don't want to feel any tension. And I soften my tongue. Our tongue travels all the way through our throat, or almost. It's a big, strong muscle, so allow it to soften. So I pull and hold the pull, and I keep breathing into that space. And to come out of it very gently, the one that's on top, just release the pressure and come back to center. Then we're doing that on the opposite side. So this time the left arm gets the long strap. I wrap it up underneath my chin here, okay? Pull it up by my ear. I hold this, and then whenever you're ready, on the exhale, you breathe in, and on the exhale, gently side bending on the other side. So remember to pull the bottom half of the scarf as well. Open the mouth a little bit. It will stop you from clenching those teeth. And notice how this side is doing compared with the next one, or the previous one, I should say. Notice what you hear. Like I'm saying, I can hear the throbbing here. I can hear the blood flow actually coming up, and I couldn't hear it on the other side. And then breathe in and only exhale. Simply release the tension on the top arms and come back. And then remove the scarf. Grab your neck. So what I'm targeting here is every time there is a headache or even shoulder tension, you know, the neck is the link. So I'm actually here just sponging my neck. So sponging is just, I press and I release, I press and I release, just to give a bit of relaxation, more release to the muscles and all the ligaments, tissues of the neck. And I'm bringing this into little massage, tip of my fingers, and I go into the space where I can actually work my neck. And then we're going to arrive at the back of your head. Okay, hold on. I have a little guy here that might help us. Okay. So when we arrive at the back of our head, just underneath here, okay, you're going to be able to place your thumb. Go and look for it, okay? So C7, 6, so all I have to say, C1, the highest one, is pretty much here. And it gets jammed with the occipital bone. So what we're going to do here is pick up that bone with our thumb, the flat part of our thumb. And when we find where we can place it nicely, and then we're just going, the head is not going to move, but again, we're going to push up with our thumbs. Push up. And you might have to adjust your thumbs. But again, so look at my mouth now. I'm playing with my lower jaw, going from side to side, releasing, more release. And then I keep pulling a bit more. I stay with the pull, so my thumbs are really working hard. I breathe in, and then I'm going to exhale with my chin down, but I keep pushing onto my head, releasing, and inhaling back up. And look up with your eyes, so, and exhaling down. And keep the pressure with the thumb. Inhaling up. And exhaling down for the last time. And then release as you come back to center. Inhale and exhale, release the arm. Okay, big breath in. And I know you are not the one with the headache, but you might still benefit from this practice. So notice how your neck and head are connected to one another now. How does it feel? And this stay for my headache for the last one. It's something we've done before. We're going to do the eye, the Hatha yoga training for the eye. So again, my head is staying still. If it's a tendency to move it, you can always take your scarf because it will be kind of a witness for you. And then you inhale up and the eyes goes above, your head doesn't move. Only exhale, the eyes goes down. And keep at it. Inhale. Anytime you need to breathe in, look up. Anytime it's time for you to breathe down, breathe out, look down. Next time you're going to be up, stay up and take a couple of breaths. And you can exhale through the mouth here. Next time you exhale, go down and come back to center. Close your eyes and then reopen them. We're going to go from side to side. On the breath in, maybe look towards your left side, and on the breath out towards the right side. And my head is still, my neck is still. Keep at it. Inhale one way, exhale the other way. Inhale one way and hold it and breathe here. And release that. And the next time you inhale, go to the opposite side and hold it. Hold it. Keep breathing. And come back to center. Close your eyes. Take the tip of your finger and very gently tap around the eyes. Gentle tap. Might go to all the way to the bridge of the nose. And then come back. And then go to your forehead, sorry. And you might feel like you need to expand that area. Then we're going to release again. We're going to go back with the eyes, this time top left corner and down bottom corner on the right, okay? So same stillness, release the jaws, everything is super relaxed, okay? Breathing in, looking up, don't move the head, and down the right. Inhale up, and down to the right. Inhale up, and down to the right. Coming back to center, close the eyes. With your next inhale, you're going to look up to the right and across to the bottom left. You know what to do. Breathe in one direction and then the other one. And then close your eyes and go and gently tap now the top of your head. And from the top of your head, the back of your head, gentle tap. And from the, again, down, all the way to the neck, to the shoulders. And I'm going to release and stop this and coming to your mat, just noticing how you feel after this practice, what comes up to you. Okay. We're going to take 4 breaths. And with each of them, you're going to bring everything that is yours back into your core and into the back of your heart. So back to center, to the axis of the spine. Breathing in. And if you know what you need to call back, do call it back. And it could be there's something that you know you want to release this morning. Exhale it into your release. As you grow comfortable with the breath, start lengthening the breath, inhaling and exhaling. So lengthening stops us from taking those big, deep breaths. It's just be gradual, be progressive, invite the air, allow it to flow in. Feel the lungs expanding, feel the cavities in your body expanding, be the thoracic or the abdominal cavity. When you go slow with your breath, you feel it. Anything else to release? Time is now. And release. So we're going to go into take our right arm and just lengthening up above our head on the right side. And then we're going to feel that we're lengthening the right leg, although we are limited because we are standing. And then we're going to do the same with the left arm. Same with the left leg. And we're going to come in what we're going to call a human X. Okay? And I'm inviting you to see that pose standing and feel it standing, because we're going to do it on the floor. Okay, and we're going to go and start with strengthening the whole of our core, the whole of the cylinder, by touching knees to elbows. So I'm inviting you to go down to the floor. I'm going to remove my little guy. Okay. So go first, go very gently, and find the whole of your spine and the back of your head. There's no rush in gracefully moving. We're taking time. And then I've already opened up my legs very wide enough. So I already have the half of my X done. Very gently, I inhale, and I'm going to drop my right arm to the floor on the exhale, and repeating this with my next breath on the left side. And take time here to land into that X. Allow for your skin to feel the sensation of the floor, the different texture, the different temperature if your arms or legs are away from the mat. And allow everything to drop towards gravity, towards the earth, toward the mother. And with an inhale, think about your navel, okay? From your belly button, you want to lengthen. So it's going to be like a line, an energetic line going from belly button all the way underneath the armpit of your right arm, all the way to the very tip of your middle finger. And you lengthen here. And when it's time to deeply exhale, just release and don't move the arms, just you have deeply lengthened. And then we're going to repeat this with that from the belly button. It's going to go down through the right leg. Look at the pathways you want to take. And the idea again is for the heel to lengthen, to move away from the hip, to move away from the belly button. And you're nice and long here. We're going to repeat this to the left side. Inhale, and the left arm is going from belly button again, through the armpits. Maybe that's my way. What is your way? All the way to the very tip of my left fingers. And then repeating this with your inhale from the belly button to the neck, to the heel of your left foot. And now we are in the expanded X, human X form. We've taken more space. We've grown. We've actually also created space in the body. So from there, we're going to have our right knee and our right elbow meeting at center. So we inhale, and on the inhale, we extend a little bit more on the floor. And on the exhale, we bend the knee, bend the elbows, and come up, and your head can follow. And touch, and out again. And repeating this in your own time with your breath. So take time, especially when you are landing, okay? That landing, the slower you're going, the more engagement of the core, because you are working in resistance with gravity. Beautiful, keep at it. And remember, you can bring your head and neck in the movement. And if you do, make sure your chin comes towards your chest. So you are rounding up the neck, so your head doesn't feel as heavy. And down. We're going to repeat this. Land. Repeat this on the opposite side. Inhale. Remember, we lengthen first the two limbs, and then on the exhale, we come. And again, taking time only to land and land and land So inhale, touch. And then sometimes actually look at what works best for you in terms of breath. Would an exhale be better for you to touch knee and elbow, and then inhale to go back out again? So explore and find what works for you. Nice. And release and stop there. Go back to that huge human X. Make space again. We're going to go across right elbow to left knee. Breathe in, lengthen the left leg, lengthen the right leg. On the exhale, they meet at center, almost above the navel. The start of life, the start of your flexion, the start of your extension. Keep at it. The only invitation I have for you is to go slow on the landing. We'll do one more of those. Inhale, lengthen and lift. And then coming back. Super. Release. And repeating this on the other side. Slow, slow, slow. And breathe. You can hear that I like to exhale through the mouth. At the end, when I land, I give a true feeling of release. Okay, and then let go of this. And this time we're going to bring the right elbow to the right knee. And you're going to hold it and stay there. Head has come up, okay? If it's hard with the head, leave it on the floor. So you have two options for your head. Then you take your left side and you do the same. So we like a little bit of a crunch, but also the fetal pose on our back. Okay. And gently here, right arm and right leg is going to step out and come back in. One more time. Step out and come back in. Left leg, left arm. One more time. And then wrap your knees, bring everything to the chest, drop the head, and simply roll from side to side. And that was a beautiful activation of our core. Okay, you're going, since we're on the back, we stay there. We're going to extend that right leg. Okay, you can hold your left leg with your hands, or if you know you feel a bit tired, your hand can go underneath your right leg to support it. So you notice for yourself. You're going to come all the way. Lower back is on the mat. Don't pop up your lower back from the mat. That's the invitation. It's more than an invitation, it's really a precaution. And then inhaling back all the way to where you started. Flex the foot and out again. And come back. You could point the foot when you come back, flex it when you go down. And last one, up. Next time we're down, we'll stay down. So don't touch the floor. You're like a couple of inches from the floor or higher up, depending on where you are at with your core. And open to the side. And then come up to the air and close where we started. So down to the side, up and close where we started. So it's a 4-point. So I like to inhale back up and exhaling down. So the first exhale all the way, inhaling up all the way. Last one. And we're going to change the direction. So when your foot is back up at center, go and stay at the level you're at and simply open. We're playing with the hip here, but also with the lats, and then go down and the whole of the leg and up. Inhale, back up. Exhale, fold to the side. Swish the leg all the way down. Inhale, back up. Super. Last one. Come back up. Close this. Okay. And we're going to repeat the same on the opposite side. So allow me to place myself this way. So I inhale up first. And I flex the foot and I just simply go down. Inhaling up. Exhale, slow down. So feel free to have an exhale through the mouth and more powerful. They can call on the core. Okay, next time you are going to be down, sorry. We're going to open to the side, bring it back up close to you and close. Keep at it. Down to the side, bring it up all the way. Down. So remember, your lower back stays on the floor. When it pops off, it means that you've gone too far. So you just need to, it's like a little gradient. You need to readjust it. Okay. Next time we up, stay up there, and we're going to change. So from where your starting pose to the side, swish, and keep at it. I'm sorry, I love making sound because it gives me sensation into my movement. That's it. And finish just again once more. Hug your knees. Okay. Take both feet up. When they're up, roll so the sole of the feet are together. And then bend the knee. Again here, you're going to feel your lower back. Do what your lower back is telling you. From the moment it pops off, my knees are bent. When my lower back pop off, it means I have gone too far. I need to bring it back. So you decide this for yourself. Where is your spot this morning? And then when you're at it, hold it, press the sole of the feet together. Okay, so here we are. We're going to inhale, take in, only exhale, the sole of the feet pressed together, the pelvic floor goes into a contraction. Okay. Inhale, expand and release everything. Exhale, press the feet together, squeeze gently the pelvic floor. Once the pelvic floor has been really tightened, inhale, fully release the pelvic floor. Okay, release that practice, stay the way you are. You stop pressurizing your soul together, they just touch one another. With the next exhale, the knees are going to close and open. Close, open, close, open. Keep at it. Okay, if you are comfortable in this, you can always push a little bit longer, but remember, the lower back stays on the floor. And once your knees are closed, leave them closed, release the feet from one another, and allow the feet to walk away. So they're together, and then they walk away. Together, walk away. And feel where that's going. what's the pathways of that movement. And you might actually receive it bang on into the head of the femur, into the little socket, the acetabulum. And you really might feel a movement in there. Okay, we're going to stop, close this, grab the knees again, and then roll yourself from side to side. Nice job. And then allow yourself to fall onto one side, so left side or right side, your strong side. And then take your hands, lift yourself up. Okay. So if you have a block or a book or a lightweight, whatever you're going to decide for yourself, we're first going to, more importantly, come onto our sit bone. So it's not very graceful the way I do it, but it's sufficient. I'm looking for those two sit bones, okay, that I can actually rest on. Yeah. One, I have this. I'm just going to breathe in, lengthen that spine, and only exhale, gently roll towards my sacrum, just a little bit, just enough to engage the whole of the core around my body. Okay, and that on its own could be an inhale forward and only exhale down. Okay, see that a couple of times. You might actually, while we're doing this, the idea is for you, oh, where do I stand? Where do I stop? Where do I stop when I turn? And you stop when you feel, oh, I'm firing my muscle, but not too much, so I can actually do the work. Okay, so then you take your book and you inhale and only exhale. You drop the book or whatever you have to the floor on the left side. Okay, so keep at it. You could have a weight. And you could also have nothing, just your hand. And that's about 9 of them. Let's do 3 more. And we're going to repeat this on the opposite side. And that's 4. And I'm still breathing here. I'm still moving with my breath. And 12. Stop doing this. And if you need to come back, hug your knee, and release forehead towards the knee. And big breath into the back body. And very gently bring yourself back. That will be our last one. And what we'll do, we're going to alternate this. Okay. So, yeah, let's leave it at that. Take whatever or nothing, and then inhale, and on exhale left, inhale center, exhale right, inhale center, down and down. Few more. Okay, last one for the left. And release to center. Super. We're going to turn and go onto our knees and release with your hand extending, coming into the heel and the buttock towards the heel. And then drop your head between your arms. And from there, swish your left hand to grab your left heel, right hand to grab your right heel, and drop your forehead to the floor. Super. Inhale, coming back up. Okay. And then we're going to do, it's already 25 past 8. So yeah, we're just going to do one for the arms, just to work the arm in a very, I'm going to turn my screen and I'm going to go and face my wall. Okay. Oh, sorry for the, so this one, I like it because you don't need props, okay? So you can be gently. So you come close to the wall. My toes are touching the walls. My hands are on my wall, okay? And then I'm going to step out until my arms are extended, okay? I plant my feet. And then I'm going to try out. So the idea is I want my forearms to go to the wall, okay? So when my hands are high up, the way you see my hands, how high they are, it's much accessible. Okay. If I keep my hands at shoulder level and come down, it's a bit harder. So hopefully you have a door or a wall. Okay. Yes, super. And then we're going to do that. So you choose, we could all start high up actually and see how that goes. Okay, so press the fingers in and the hands into the floor, into the wall, sorry. Feel really, I feel the strength all the way to my shoulders when I push. Okay. So if that's really accessible, bring your hands underneath your shoulder or at the same level, sorry, and then drop and come back and drop and come back. Drop and back and drop and back. And the next time we're going to drop on the count of 4. Okay, so we're going to breathe in and on you exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down for 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. On the way up. Down, 2, 3, 4. Up, 2, 3, 4. Going to invite you to put your feet together and your hands a little bit closer to one another. And we're going to repeat without the count. Down and up. Down and up. All right. In the next one, we're going to step out one foot, that's mean one length of your foot. So you're really resting against the floor and out again. And press up and out again. And push. Down and push. If that's too much with those hands at that girth, you can make it wider and down. So I've gone wide, wider than my shoulders, and down. Okay, come back with your hands just underneath your shoulder here, okay? And what we're going to do in this one is we open and turn and come back and out again and come back, out again, back and out. Come back, opposite side. And release. Walk away from really like You're really relying on your arms. Arms is aligned with elbow and shoulder. Okay, and you're just going to bend a little bit and come back, and bend a little bit and come back. Press the tip of the fingers into your wall, and that's it. Hold it, hold it, hold it. It's like a high plank, but you are standing and on the wall. And feel the beautiful pull. I feel it in my calves. I don't know where you feel on your legs. Any work? Okay, from there, I'm just going to step forward towards my wall, and I'm going to release. And I'm going to release by shaking my hands and my wrist, because we've been there for a little while. Okay. And release, 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 release. Okay. So that was a tiny little bit of arm strengthening, but that's really, really accessible just with the wall. Okay, flick now, flick. So instead of jiggling, we just go into that flick of our hands, fingers, and that's be our last strengthening. If we do it long enough, you'll feel the forearms and your arms going. So don't give up. And what you'll do instead is you turn it down and to the side and back down, facing one another and up to the ceiling, and keep at it. And when you need to stop, you stop. I'm going to have one more round all the way to the ceiling, and I'm going to stop. And I allow to. Finding your center point again on your mat. Noticing how you are feeling. We're drawing towards the end of the session, knowing what this session has brought you and what you can carry with you for the rest of the day, and how you're going to give it to yourself. And my energetic alignment today is going to be very nurturing. I'm going to do what I call undoing, okay? And you don't have to follow me. Or what I mean by that is put yourself in another pose if this one is not pleasant. I'm coming onto my knee, okay? And you could be back onto the floor. You could be sitting on your buttock as you wish. And I'm just going to wrap myself up. I'm going to go into nurturing. I feel like I'm an egg, ultimately. And that's the call I have to be today, is to be like that cosmic egg. And I feel like a shell is being built around me, a beautiful shell of gold liquid. I'm back to my navel, to my deep down into my core, into my roots, into my essence, into my origin. And I'm receiving all the gold liquid that is blessed from cosmic energy, from all beings, all guides that are supporting me in my path, on my journey, in my life. And I feel that the thickness of that shell all around me, it hasn't stopped pouring, the liquid keeps flowing, and I'm at the center receiving, receiving, receiving. I'm going to allow myself, because I was embracing myself into a bit of a fetal pose. I'm going to move my arms. I'm going to come back to standing, and with every movement, I feel the gold now, the gold liquid falling directly on my skin, pouring from the top of my head all over my face, behind my neck. It's also on my arms, on my chest. And I gently come up. And I still hold that feeling, that vision of that gold liquid that is thick and warm, really being poured all over me. It's like a coating. It's coating me on the outside, all over. So I keep coming back up to my standing. And as I breathe, I allow particles of gold to come inward, inside me. And I'm coating my whole body inside of the same liquid, the same gold liquid. Hands are going to fly above my head. And as they circle back down, it's in the shape of an egg. As I create a coating, a fence of protection that no negative energy can enter. On the inhale, my arms float back up. I say, I am protected by the gold divine light that no negative energy can penetrate. I have one more go at it, breathing in. Send your face towards the heavens, towards the cosmic forces, and then on the exhale, I am protected by the gold liquid light that no negative energy can penetrate. Allow it to come and penetrate into the Mother Earth, rolling, flowing under the sole of your feet, all the way down to your roots. And then stand there, being coated, protected by the divine light for the rest of the day. And some gratitude. With gratitude, I call on the Divine Mother to teach me, to protect me, to guide me, to support me, and to honor me so I can be one of the channels for love on this earth today. Amen. And you know that if you want to add something, feel free to do so. And then we're going to gently go into our exploration today of in the journaling of what came up, what resonated with you. And then coming for a few minutes. going to turn off my recording. And we can, where am I? We can keep meeting.